So, last night at the council meeting, Old Town Design Group sent in or explained their new development called Park and Poplar. It's a new mixed-use development, apartments, retail, office, very cool. It's what downtowns need. But if you look at the City of Westfield's Facebook page and the comments on it, it absolutely blows my mind. It blows my mind where people's heads are at. Let's start with the design. So everybody's like, why do we have to look like Carmel? Well, we are the Midwest, and every development uses lots of brick, metal wrapped windows, hardy plank. That's what we use. That's what goes well here. I mean, can you imagine if we did big city modern or glass or steel structures? Everybody would say, oh, we're trying to be Chicago or New York. So that's what we use here. It's beautiful. It lasts forever. It's what the tenants want. It just looks good. Then you got the historical downtown is now completely gone. Well, the historical downtown, I know I'm going to upset somebody, but in the last 18 years since I've been here, it hasn't existed. The historical downtown got swept up in a dustpan a couple of years ago. Yeah, there's some cool old buildings. They're being preserved. Carnegie Library, amazing building, will be preserved. The old bank, preserved. Somehow the Mexican restaurant got preserved, and it's sitting on stilts right now and waiting for $1 trillion sitting to put into it to redo it once they do the power lines. But the historical thing's long gone. I'm sorry. 100 years ago, the Quakers didn't think of this. But now we're going to create something that 100 years from now, someone will say, wow, we have historical buildings. Crazy how that works. Lastly, this is not the Westfield I remember, or I grew up and grew to love and still love. No, it's not. And the town that you moved to as a Florida snowbird, or the place you moved to retire, or the place you moved to for a new job, I guarantee you, probably somebody's going to counter this, guarantee you it's not some small town that didn't grow. It's a ground that has opportunity, has affordable housing, has lots of options for jobs. And it's nice and clean and new. If you moved from Westfield, small town Westfield, to an even smaller town, then you're probably a farmer or something, or you tried really hard to do that. But no small town sustains itself as a small town that's not growing. So when you come back, instead of being all sad and boo-hoo, think about what a great place to come back and see your friends. They obviously still like it. Or a great place to come try a new restaurant. Or a great place to be proud that they kept a great school system and it's growing. Or a great place that farmers that have multi-generational lands and businesses have been able to prosper and do very well and continue our legacy like the Wheelers. So no more boo-hoo. It's a cool place. I'm sorry, it's just not, boring, and you know everybody in every house. By the way, I will not stop complaining about the audio at the council meetings. If you lean back in your seat as a counselor, you gotta stop that. I feel like, this is me, this is Kurt, I feel like it's a responsibility of the council and the city to have good audio and video for the residents to track along these meetings. Okay, my rant's over. I know, I'll gripe again later, but today. So what can you do to be a part of this? I would say go to every meeting, go to council meetings, watch the YouTube videos online. No, you can't hear them, even if you aren't deaf like me. Give Scott Willis a call. Say, Scott, I want to meet with you and talk to you. Get his ear. Visit the restaurants and the businesses downtown and talk to them and see why they like it and what they don't like. Ask your neighbors and your residents to go down and have a walk around the plaza on a busy night and see how cool it is if you haven't done so. Talk to a developer. Go call Old Town. They're the nicest people in the world. Call Old Town and ask them what's in their head and how they came up with this and why it designed look like this. I've never seen a development company that's willing to listen to the public for input like they have. And no, they're not going to change their plans for somebody, one person. But I think they're glad to hear input, and they do take it into consideration. So that's how you can be. Let's not be so boo-hoo. Westfield's awesome. See ya.